Hello guys, how are you? Now this video is gonna be pretty emotional because I'm sharing stories about single moms and dads who ended up raising their kids all on their own and somehow made it through or are still going through it. But the real question is, at what cost? So let's dive straight into the cleaning. Today, we also get to see parents from different countries because we are in the US, France, and also in Finland. And each of these families has their very own stories. Yep. But let's start with a French home. And by the way, here's my cleaning bestie Brogan and my brother Sandari, who is helping us. And first of all, we are having so much fun, even though this story is so sad. And I don't know what is going on with all these bottles. I'm pretty sure that's Coca-Cola, and then I think there are milk bottles too. And just look at all the greasiness we've got here in the kitchen. That's beautiful. Everything is covered in grease. Yummy. The family bought this apartment back in the 80s and it's super close to Paris, like right near the city center, so it's actually in a pretty valuable area, even though the apartment doesn't look like it, but still. And the family thought they were going to live happily here. And for a while they did, they really did, until something shocking happened. And in the early 90s, the family welcomed a little baby girl named Lana. And at first, everything seemed to go really well. So the family was just dad, mom, and little Lana. But when Lana was only 3 months old, the mom suddenly passed away. And now that I'm pregnant myself, I can't even begin to imagine what that moment must have been like. How a baby is supposed to make it through something like that without a mother? I honestly have no idea, but it did. Of course she did, but still, you know what I mean. Wow, that's beautiful. So the father really did end up all alone with little Lana, and even though of course he must have gotten at least some kind of help from relatives or friends, it's just not the same thing at all. Because at the end of the day, he was the one who had to wake up every night, he was the one who had to hold the baby when she cried, and he was the one who had to keep going even though he was completely broken by grief. I mean, imagine trying to process losing the love of your life while at the same time trying to figure out how to care for this tiny newborn who needs you every single second of the day. It's almost impossible to even picture how heavy that must have felt. And yet, despite all that, he carried on day after day, because what other choice did he really have when there was this little girl depending on him for everything? But of course, this left some really deep scars. And one of the things that has clearly affected the condition of this home is the fact that he just couldn't let go of anything that belonged to his wife. So when we came here and went into the living room, we found all kinds of her belongings, her papers, and so many little things that he just wasn't able to part with. And I totally get that, because grief like that can trigger all kinds of problems. And hoarding can definitely be one of them, like in here. And I think that has shown up in the kitchen too, because even though there isn't that much stuff in here, it still gets really hard to clean when the space feels full of everything, full of trashes. So it's just way easier for things to be left uncleaned. Wow, but this is now clean. Amazing. I think this is... Wait a minute, what is it called? Oh yeah, now I remember. This is a deep fryer. And to be honest, there's no way this could be used anymore. No. Because the grease inside has literally gone moldy. So the situation is really bad, but it just looks so juicy to clean that I absolutely have to tackle it and show it to you. And for this, I'm using oven cleaner and chip cream because they melt through thick grease like this surprisingly fast. I mean, look at the lid. It's already white. But I know there's no point to wash it, but oh, look at that. The Steve Daddy is cutting through that grease so easily. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. I would wanna clean it again and again. And now let's rinse it. I don't care if it's gonna be wet because nobody's gonna use it anymore, so don't care. Ah, beautiful. That was beautiful. Bye bye, deep fryer. You did great. I'm not sure how many bottles of oven cleaner do we have, but I think every surface here needs to have some. I mean, look at this. I love that it's so orange. It's almost brown. I don't know. Have you ever seen such a thick layer of grease in anywhere? I haven't. Look, I can just scrape it off and it's all white. Wow. This is just amazing. And I'm noticing that this French oven cleaner isn't really that good, not good at all. But since I can bring my own cleaning products with me when I travel abroad, I have to just buy whatever's available in the local stores. And this one doesn't really melt the grease the way I like, so I have to scrape and use some pretty heavy duty tools to get it off, and I don't mind. But I mean, back in home in Finland, though, my oven cleaner I normally use cuts through grease right away. But hey, the result is amazing still. I think this oven is usable. It isn't broken, it isn't greasy anymore, so that's great. Oh wow, just look at this table and how thick the layer of grease is. Let's see how this reacts, and basically this one's pretty easy to scrape, so I don't think I'm gonna use oven cleaner here. I'll just put some chip cream and dish soap instead because they actually work really nicely together. And yes, let's scrape. Oh man, it's so satisfying and it's coming off. I wonder if the whole table is gonna be white again. Look at that. It's so stuck in there. Come on, use some elbow grease. You can do it. Oh yes, it came off, and I think the whole table can be white again. I'm surprised if it isn't. I think it will be. Okay, there's something left, but it's pretty good. What do you say? Do you agree? Is this pass? Oh, it's gone. The final stain is gone. Woohoo, that was so satisfying. Okay, to be honest, this floor is gonna be the real challenge, but we really need to soak it to get all that gunk off, and it'll probably take a couple of hours just to handle this part. But I'm gonna pour some hot water and dish soap, and then I'll scrub it into the surface, and we can take off the biggest gunk with the scraper, so the water can really get in there and soften everything up. Okay, the gunk is so stuck in there, it's unbelievable, but I know it's coming off. It is. I just know it. You can already see. Some parts have come off already, and this is after. That was quick. Oh, I love it, but it was there like at least 2 hours. And we are gonna leave some chip cream and a scrub daddy here for the dad. Love that. Here's the final result. I love both before and after. They are both stunning. Oh, I love this little kitchen. It is so cute. I mean, look at all the bottles. They were crazy. And now they're all gone. It's so sad. And now we are heading to the next family's home. And I can't wait to see what we are gonna find in there. At least a lot of trashes and dirt. Love that. Okay, welcome to Finland, guys. Let's just start right here in the bathroom. And this is the home to a mom and her 8-year-old son. And this is honestly just really sad to see how kids have to live surrounded by this kind of mess when their own parents isn't able to clean it up. And I do understand, of course, that parents can go through really tough situations and life can hit hard in so many ways. But still, it's so sad and heartbreaking to actually see it right in front of your eyes, like in such a concrete way. But I think that's exactly why it feels so good that we are here right now helping out and making the place better, right? And oh boy, mixing dish soap and Jif cream is honestly my ultimate go-to. I just love these two products together because they give such a powerful cleaning result. I love that. I mean, look at how all the grime is melting away. So easily. Love that, but not too easily. That's when I know that this thing is so satisfying to scrub. When everything doesn't come off right away, you know. Oh, sorry about the flash. That didn't look good. Scraping. Yes, this is my scraper with Scrub Daddy. But unfortunately, they don't sell it anymore. I'm so sorry, guys. I always love to scrub that spot where the water runs down with either a dish brush or a diesel brush. And now let's rinse. I could also use that tiny shower head over there, but instead I want to rinse this with my own signature microfiber cloth. I love this, and the sink is so clean. Okay, the drain it's clogged, but I don't know. Okay, this is Harpic 10X, and I love that. That removes lime scale so effectively with the help of scraper. Without it, it doesn't do that much. If I have lime scale in my own home, I just scrape it off with water. You don't need necessarily any product. If you want to add something, add vinegar. But if you have thick layer of lime scale, you can still scrape it off. But if you have something you can't get it off with the scraper, then you can add some Harpic 10X. I like to add that in these cleanings because it makes everything faster. But in my own home, you don't need that. Yeah. And I'm not saying that Harpic 10X isn't a good product. It is. I'm not saying that. But usually people are focused on cleaning products, not so much cleaning tools, even though cleaning tools are as equally important as products. And when it comes to lime scale, the tool is way more important than the product, because everyone's always asking me for tips on how to remove lime scale, and they start listing all the different products they've tried and how the lime scale just won't come off. And honestly, no wonder, because it's not the product that removes it, it's the tool you are using. So it's much more important to use the right tool than the right product, because many times water is just enough. Alright guys, this toilet is pretty dusty and there's no floor drain, so I have to wipe this clean, but I don't mind. It's still satisfying to wipe it. More dish soap. Love that. I mean, look at that. Isn't that satisfying? Oh man. Everything came off. Now I just wanna wipe it clean. Yes. This is too perfect. Wow. It's all gray. But I still love it. Okay, and now let's take a look at what the toilet bowl looks inside. Okay, not too bad. Just a bit dirty, but it comes off really easily, I bet. Kind of a small disappointment, actually. But let's see. I mean, wow. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. That was wow. More chip cream, but yeah, there was such a good layer of dust on top of everything that we can forgive the fact that this part inside wasn't actually that dirty. It is okay, right? Oh wow, chip cream and Cindy's toilet brush just made a cleaning record here. It's clean, except that one part. Yep. It has some lime scales, so again we are using Harpic 10X. And now we wait. And we actually waited like 2 minutes or something. And now we are using a Steel Daddy, so again a heavy duty tool. Because otherwise this stuff just won't come off. With a regular sponge, with Scrub Mommy, no. With Scrub Daddy, no. You need the Steel Daddy. This is covered in so much cleaner that I really have to rinse it a bit, but luckily all the water runs straight into the toilet and not onto the floor. Hey, let's organize. Yes! Ooh, there are a lot of empty bottles here and some old medicine too, but I don't really want to throw them away since, I don't know, they are not mine. But technically, I think you are not supposed to use expired medicine anyway. But still, they are not mine. But luckily, I always keep these little baskets in my car so I can organize stuff into them, and so it looks so much better. Hey, now we are finally just using water and the Steel Daddy on this little shower head that's completely white from lime scale. And look at how easy it came out, just with the Steel Daddy and water. So try it. You won't be disappointed. And now I just have to wash this floor properly, even though there's no floor drain in here. But on the other hand, can you see how the floor is raised up like that? All the corners and sides are raised up. So there aren't any cracks or gaps where the water could even go. So here I'm just using Cindy's bathroom scour and chip cream. And I can already tell that this floor is gonna be super clean after this. There's no stains, nothing. Wow. Wow, that was beautiful. So satisfying. And all the water is so dirty, but I love it. It's all gray. I'm gonna wipe it clean so there's no water anywhere anymore. And then I'm gonna wipe it with this microfiber towel. And ta-da! Now the floor is squeaky clean. Woohoo! Love that. And next we're gonna clean this light switch and the wall around it. And since it gets touched a lot, it's no surprise the surrounding area is a bit dirty too. But the walls can easily be wiped with some chip cream and a damp microfiber cloth. And hey, there was no light, so we went to a store and bought one. So good job, Sandari. Woohoo! There's gonna be a light. Yes, perfect. So perfect. Now you don't have to use your phone flashlight or anything like that. So that's great. And here we find the mom's bedroom where she and her little boy also sleeps, because his own room is completely filled with trashes and he doesn't even have a proper bed there. But the mom told me she has already ordered him a new bed and it should arrive by Christmas. So that's great. So he'll finally get to sleep in it. And obviously we also cleaned his room, even though you won't see it in the video, but it's been taken care of for sure. But still, sleeping here in the mom's room isn't really any better because it's surrounded by piles of garbage. Though I think at least the bed itself wasn't covered in trash. So I think that's at least good. And now all the trashes are gone, so that's good too. But I just keep thinking, if you've grown up your whole life in a home like this, do you even know how to clean when you are an adult? Or when the boy moves out into his own place, will his home end up looking like this too? If his mom's situation doesn't change, which I hope it will. But there must be like I don't know, millions? Maybe millions of homes like this, for sure millions, where kids are living in conditions like this. So what will happen to them? But of course, I truly hope that this mom will be able to get her life back on track and that this cleaning can be the fresh start she really needs. Because sometimes a clean home can feel like a whole new chance at life. And at least she told me that her own mother is willing and able to support them after this, which makes such a huge difference when you are struggling. And it was actually really heartwarming to see her mom come here together with her daughter to look at the final result. Because you could just feel that moment of relief and pride, like everyone was taking a deep breath together. And I honestly think that this kind of support might be the key for her to keep going and keep this change alive, you know. You just need someone to help if you are struggling, and there are people to help you, so you just have to ask for help, like this mom did. And it's great. It's great, because that's why we are here. Okay, Sandra is washing the floor. I want to see this. Okay, good. Just some water and a little bit of dish soap. Sini's bathroom scour. And let's go. A bit too much water maybe, but that's alright. Oh, he's a cleaner. That was right. Okay, new bed sheets. Hey, the mattress isn't bad at all. Right? Wow. Okay. Maybe he is struggling. What is going on? Okay, looks good. Looks good. Oh, the bed is quite tiny. Why is it so bright? I don't know. Okay. Oh, I love this color. Love it. It's so cute. It's so too cute. I want these bed sheets for my home too. Okay. I had to do that. Wow! That looks amazing. It's not completely straight, but it's better than it was, I guess. Alright, I think the room is done, and here's the final result. What do you think, guys? Oh, it looks amazing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It looks so much brighter. And the bedroom, beautiful, beautiful. And the floor is completely visible. Unbelievable. Next stop, Miami. Hello. Here in Miami, it's technically winter, but for me, it feels super duper hot. And in this apartment, the air conditioning is totally broken, but we are not gonna let that bother us, right? And luckily, it's not actually the middle of summer, because I don't think you could even stay here then. I don't know, but we are good, we are good. But the story of this home is that the mom was actually found living here with her son. And it came as a complete surprise to the whole family, because nobody really knew what kind of situation she had fallen into or how bad things had gotten behind these doors. And for the relatives, it was a real shock to realize that everyday life had been going on like this for so long without anyone noticing, and that she had been carrying all of this alone with her little boy. So now let's back up a bit because what actually happened is that this mom slash woman had some kind of medical episode here in her home, and her own mother, the boy's grandmother, lives in the very same building but had never once stepped inside this apartment. I don't know why though. But then when they came to get the mom from here to the hospital, they realized the place was a complete disaster, and that the boy had been living in all this filth together with his mom. And after that, the mom's sister reached out to me and came here to share the story, but she couldn't even bring herself to step inside because the smell was so bad and there were so many cockroaches and stuff. And she was just completely shocked. And honestly, the whole family was in shock. I saw the grandma and everybody. And they were just normal, kind, loving people. And the situation was something they never could have imagined happening. And they were honestly really scared and promised that they would never again let the boy live with his mom unless things were truly in order. And they made it clear they'd be checking in to make sure that the home stays clean. And that made me feel so good because I truly believe and trust that they're gonna take good care of this mom. I'm 100% sure about that. And after I was done after my cleaning, they even started a painting project, fixing up the whole home completely. And I love that because I think they need a new fridge and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy though, but still. Basically all the walls needs to be painted, and since there were quite a lot of cockroaches here too, they also had to bring in pest control for sure. I don't know what cockroaches do if you don't remove them. I don't know, do they eat something? No idea. But I think they spread like bacteria and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a pro with cockroaches. But yeah, if you want to live in a healthy home, I think, of course, there can be some cockroaches sometimes. That's like normal, especially in Florida, I guess. But still, you get the point. Wow, this is the final result and it looks amazing. I love this. Do you? But for now, you know I love you all and I'm not done yet. I got plenty more great videos lined up, so I'll see you in the next filthy home, right? See you, bye!